Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have a fuck ton of work to do, but I promised you guys that I would post a daily YouTube video every single day giving value or trying to inspire you. And so right now, I'm going to bring you through a workflow that I'm currently creating for one of my clients. We're making a database reactivation campaign. And so I'm going to bring you through the entire workflow to kind of show you my thought process and maybe shed some light on helping you out in Go High Level or helping your clients get quick wins, because the premise of a database reactivation is to reactivate a bunch of old leads that the client once had and hopefully get them to buy again. So obviously I could make a whole in-depth video on how to actually do a DR and how a DR works and what you need to know. But for now, I'm just going to share with you the Go High Level automations and workflows that I have. So this is part one, which is the actual offer itself. So you got to send the messages, right? You obviously got to get the leads and do a bunch of other stuff. But when it comes down to the automations, you got to send the message, right? And obviously depending on the niche that you're in, the client that you have, and the people you're talking to, you're going to have a different first message. But the one I've used as a template here is simply just, okay, contact first name, it's rep name, okay, and make it a girl, you get higher response rate from company. We have a few leftover vouchers for offer, whatever the offer is. Would you like me to set one aside for you? And if you want me to stop messaging you, let me know. I've added this in here because obviously you're going to comply, and if I've put it in this way, so that way it's super subtle and super casual. Okay, obviously another way you could do this isn't the whole message, but obviously just putting in other things to the blueprint here is reply stop if you have the wrong person. And for some context, if you can give a reason for the sale, do that. For example, false sale. And yeah, so that is my message number one. Now, here's what it's going to do is it's going to replay. It's going to wait 23 hours for a reply, and then it's going to ask if it has the opt-in keywords. So obviously, I have a ton of opt-in keywords to categorize on most people that would reply positively. And if they reply with the opt-in keywords, it's going to send them over here to the replied. It's going to wait 1.2 minutes to act as if they're a human, and it's going to send them this message: done. We've reserved your voucher. Be on the lookout for a call from us from phone number, whatever your phone number is. And then it says here, do you prefer mornings or afternoons? This is simply done to get the prospect to respond, because one of the things we want to do is always want to keep the conversation going, and so this is done to keep the prospect responding, so you can make sure that they are kind of there and that they're ready to be called. So obviously I can go down here. This is just going to assign them to the ISA, send an internal notification to the ISA, update the opportunity, add them to the manual call so we can ring them. Now, let's say if they didn't go in with the opt-in keywords, it's going to ask, did they reply at all? If yes, it's going to ask, was the reply negative? If yes, send them as a soft opt-out. If no, it's going to assign to ISA internal notification. It's going to have to manually check the reply intent and then act accordingly. So if you see here, it says check reply intent and act accordingly, add opportunity if applicable. Now let's go down here. What if they didn't reply at all? Some people aren't a fan of this. I personally do like it. Send one more follow-up to these people. You don't want to spam them with follow-ups, because especially if it's just one, if it's a cold, in this case, right, you just sent them one random message out of nowhere, you don't want to follow up too many times. But in this case, I do a last chance message, which says, hey, yo, we're running out. Let me know if you still want one. Super chill, super casual, nothing crazy, just to try and get a response out of them and see if we can get a lead. And it's going to wait 2 days, ask them if they replied. Now, if they replied, it's going to do the if else again. It's going to go yes, okay, go to, was it negative, run through this again. If no, update the opportunity. So that's the initial workflow for the first message. Now, let's go here to the follow-up sequence, okay? For the people, here's where it gets a little interesting, right? For the people who we called, who didn't pick up, and who have a DR tag, so see a lot of conditions that they have to meet here, okay? So for the people that we called that didn't answer or hung up or got voicemail, or you can look at the conditions here, that were busy, canceled, voicemail, or no answer, and have the DR tag, right? They have to meet both these two conditions, otherwise they shouldn't be in this workflow, because it could be mixed with some of your other data like Facebook ads. It's going to ask if yes, if no, kick them out. If yes, it's going to update the opportunity to missed call number one. It's going to wait 2 minutes and then follow up, and it's going to send them, sorry, contact name, caught you at a bad time. Do mornings or afternoons work better for you to share more info on a possible appointment? Okay, just to be super chill. And once again, we're asking questions, right? We want to keep the theme up of asking questions to get them to respond. We want to entice a response so we can get the conversation going. And then simply, okay, it's just going to wait 24 hours for a reply. If they reply, it's going to ask, was it negative? If yes, soft opt-out. If no, update the opportunity and assign to ISA so we can manually call them, right, and reply accordingly. Maybe we call them, maybe we text them, whatever the case is. That's a manual thing, so we don't know what their actual reply was. Now, if they didn't reply, we'll send them one last chance, which is just, hey, you want to check in one last time? It's going to wait, reply status, yes, go to what was it negative, and same concept here. Now, the last two workflows I'll show you real quick is the appointment reminder. Okay, super simple. If they book a new appointment and they have the DR tag, it's going to remove them from the other workflows. Okay, it's going to send them a confirmation for their appointment, remind them 24 hours before, 2 hours before, and you can call them as well. You can have as many reminders as you want. In this case, I found 2 to be enough, but hey, you never know. And then the last thing here is a rebooking thing, which I haven't actually built out, because like I said, I'm currently working on this, which is why I'm showing it to you. And that is the last thing I'm going to do, is add a rebooking sequence in case they do cancel or no-show the appointment. So that is a database reactivation in terms of Go level workflows. Now, granted, obviously there's a bit more to this. Okay, like obviously, you got to make the opportunities, and that you can't just copy this and instantly have it going. You got to obviously do a few other things inside of Go level. But I just showed you the gist of an entire database reactivation campaign. Like, theoretically speaking, if you have Go level and you make these automations, you have a lead list, and you run the lead list through this, you will have successfully ran a database reactivation campaign. Okay, so that's why I want to make this video, to shed some light on what is database reactivation campaign, what does it look like, how does it work, and how could you actually make it inside of Go level, which I hope I've done a semi-decent job at explaining to you here with this short little video at, what is it, 7 at night? Yeah, just under 7 at night here, while I'm currently working on it. So yeah, I hope that this video serves you of some purpose. If you have any questions about a DR, okay, or about Go level, now granted, I'm not a Go level master by any fucking means, so perhaps I take back the last statement, nothing about Go level. But if you have a question about database reactivation campaigns, or anything in this video, leave a comment down below. I reply to every single person. And other than that, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.